that's what makes it.
How much you charge for that? Well, they send you the sneakers and I charge them $400. I stay busy with everything.
So we got to work together to make it great. So I got to listen. It is go time. I hope it's go time for you. Membership or something for you to get in there?
Yeah, you have to.
That's what makes it.
How much you charge for that? Well, they send you the sneakers and I charge them $400. I stay busy with everything.
So we got to work together to make it great. So I got to listen. It is go time. I hope it's go time for you. Membership or something for you to get in there?
Yeah, you have to.
What's up, y'all? Come on in the room. Come on in the room, everybody. Let me put a little bit of Vaseline on my lips, y'all, because I didn't moisturize this morning. Ooh, I forgot to do something, y'all, but that's all right. Got my hair done, y'all. Feeling fantabulous. I had this style in mind. And my best friend, my sis, came and recreated the style for me. And I am definitely feeling it. Big shout out to Style by Denise Scott. Y'all hit her up. She don't like doing hair. She don't like doing hair, y'all. But she loved me so much that she will do mine. But she don't like doing hair, y'all. And she's such a perfectionist with it. I'm telling you, y'all, she is such a perfectionist. Like the braids got to be perfect. Everything she's such a perfectionist. But that's why I love her. You know, because I know she go get me right when I get in that seat, y'all. April, I know she's going to get me right when I get in that seat. It's gonna take a little while because sis ain't no joke. She don't want you out here talking about she did your hair and you out here looking raggedy. She don't want that. So thank you so much for the follow, April. Thank you so much, Bubby Forever, Sweet Tea. Welcome, 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 Diva 51, Deb, and everyone out there. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm gonna go ahead and open this up on our Facebook channel. If you are not following Greenlinks Media, Penny Doc user 3904. If you are not following Greenlinks Media, make sure you are following us. We have some things to talk about today, y'all. We got some things to talk about. So is Elon Musk the president? Is Elon Musk the president in this United States, Bev? I want to know. I think inquiring minds want to know. I think Congress wants to know who was actually elected. So I'm going to go ahead. Let me open this up first. I'm going to go ahead and play. And thank you to everyone who contributes to the information that we share here on the Vet Green Show. A lot of times it be people like you sending me stuff. This time it was my little big sis. Thank you to my little big sis Train. She's always she's in the know. She loved history and all about that. So some things I have to be like, okay, Train, well, break it down to me. It helped me make sense to me so I can get on here and talk to you guys. Because I'm not gonna be up here acting like I'm into politics and history and all of that. A lot of times, y'all, I'm learning just as you are. Payday Dre, Dizzy Izzy, I am learning as you are. And I have to go to my little big sis Train. I have to talk to my kids and be like, make it make sense for those of us who are not into politics, who don't fully understand how this government really works. Because listen, y'all, I'm a creative. I just want to make sure that the powers that be are making sure are taking care of my big girl. Look how she done came in here, y'all. I just want to make sure. I'm gonna close this door. She go sit in here with me. I just want to make sure that the powers that be, crown not on, are actually taking care of the business that is the business that I am concerned with, Teresa. That's all I got to say. Because many times, y'all, the powers that be that we elect into office, once they get into office, they're like, I don't really care about, the challenges that you have in your neighborhood, CSS. I don't really care. I mean, I pretended like I cared because I really wanted your vote, but I don't really care. Grand Rising, crown not on tilt. Okay. Thank you so much. Yes, crown not on. Yes. So y'all, I'm going to go ahead into TikTok and I am going to play a little bit of what they had to say, because listen, inquiring minds want to know, is Elon Musk really the president out here or not? Because if this, to me, and this is coming from somebody who is not into politics and history and all of that, y'all, to me, it seems like that money is really talking in this. And it may be just like some people are saying, him and Trump are friends, and your friends are going to rally around you, and your friends are going to, make sure that if the things that are important to you are not being done, that they put some pressure on people. So maybe that is what Elon is doing. And it is because, him and Trump are buddy. I don't know, y'all. Is it concerning? Absolutely is concerning. Absolutely is concerning, because at the end of the day, all right, yes, we're talking this shutdown will happen. I think it is going to happen too. I think it's going to happen. Until I believe it's going to happen. And I think that, I sent it to myself. I believe that, the influence is definitely going to be coming from a lot of these powerful people. It's going to be coming from the millionaires and billionaires. What does that look like for some of us? That is the question, y'all. Like, what does this really look like for some of us? Why can I not find? I'm going to have to send it to myself, y'all. MSNBC. Okay, it was on MSNBC. So let me go to MSNBC's part, to their page, everybody. You shout out to MSN, all the other ones that's reporting on this information. Crown said the shutdown will happen, unfortunately. I wonder how. Okay. All right, here we go. Okay, I'm going to pause this for a minute. How do I pause this? Okay, yeah. So I'm going to play this really quickly. Crown said the shutdown will happen, unfortunately. I wonder how the GOTV workers who voted for him feel now. Okay, let me make sure I'm following MSNBC. Let me go ahead and play this. I'm going to share my screen, everyone. Let me go ahead and share this. And let's open up the discussion.
So I want to be clear about what's happened, what's transpired in the last 24 hours, okay? The richest man in the world, worth $250 billion, took $190 million away from kids with cancer. That's not hyperbole. It's not exaggeration. That is what has happened. The new bill also pushes the deadline for the debt ceiling, which, again, absolutely no one was talking about before yesterday, wasn't part of this deal, has nothing to do with the current plan to keep the government open. And why, you might be asking, did Republicans include that? Well, the answer is simple. Donald Trump, do you remember who he is? The guy who was actually elected president, standing next to the real president there in your shot there, had to look like he was doing something because, as House Democrats pointed out today, it sure looks like Musk and not Trump is the guy calling the shots.
You took all that out. Why? Because a billionaire, Elon Musk, decided that we were going to act in favor, or the Republicans were supposed to act in favor of corporate interests.
There was a Republican drafted bill that was posted by House Republicans. And then one or two puppet masters weigh in.
We reached an agreement. We came to modest achievements. And a tweet changed all of it? Can you imagine what the next 2 years are going to be like if every time the Congress works its will and then there's a tweet? or from an individual who has no official portfolio, who threatens members on the Republican side with a primary?
They write the bill. They post the bill. They agreed on a bill.
They signed it.
And you know what? They got scared because President Musk told them, President Musk said,
Listen, y'all, it's
don't
about to be
do it.
real.
Don't do it.
It's about to be
Shut
real.
the government down.
So I want to be clear about what's happened, what's transpired in the last 24 hours, okay?
Mhm.
The richest man in the world.
Let's talk about it, everybody, because this is really happening right now, right? This is really happening right now. I mean, scare tactics, or is it a way to try and move the goalpost so he gets what he wants? Because if we're being honest, we know right now who's really running this country. We can pretend like the government is doing all of this, but we see with the pharmaceutical companies, we see with all of these corporations, y'all. We see what's really happening. Like, money really talks. Money talks. Money is what makes this world go round. And at the end of the day, if you have someone who's donated, who's put so much money into Trump, yeah, Trump's going to be listening to what he has to say. What my question is, what does that look like for us everyday people? That's what my question is. What does it look like? Are you really trying to help everyday people? Because we are the ones that's struggling, everybody. So I've been having some conversations with people, and I'm going to go ahead and read some of what some of you are saying. And if there's, thank you so much, Crown Not Tilt. She said, I love your hair. It reminds me of the dancer in the first Coming to America movie, very regal. Thank you so much. Thank you. That was the plan. That was the plan. My question to all of you, anything feds will be affected, Crown said. Hey, Grandma C and Grandpa E, thank you so much for joining this morning. Y'all, what about us? So I had some really great conversations these last few days with just people. And during those conversations, we got to talking about what their life looks like right now. You have some people right now who's making, let's say, I don't know, $50,000 a year, and they may have 2.5 kids. Chances are they can't get social services. So I want anybody who's making over that and who has less kids, I want any of you who's making over that and has less kids, think about what your grocery bill looks like, right? With just your 1.5 kids. And then think about somebody who's making $50,000. Now, $50,000 actually, it's not a bad income to have. The challenge with that income is when the expenses, just your necessities actually amounts to a lot more than that. $50,000, y'all. Let's break this down. Say you make $50,000 a year. If you're renting or mortgage, let's say let's make it an even $1,000. And you can't find too many places for $1,000 unless you're planning on just living in a room, right? Let's say your rent is $1,000. So right off the bat, $12,000 goes to just your having a roof over your head. Now, all the utilities have gone up, even cable TV. I don't even know if it matters if you have cable or internet nowadays, because the prices seem to be still the same when you add all the apps and stuff that you have to download. So let's just talk about the basics. We're not even talking about the luxuries like cable TV and internet, even though internet right now is a necessity. Let's talk about the electric and the gas bills that's coming through. Now, we already at 12,000 from that 50, right? So what is that, 38? So now you're only working with 38,000. We're not even talking about the taxes, because you're really not bringing home $50,000. You're not bringing that home. So let's say your gas bill is $300 in the wintertime. And depending on where you live at, it could be a lot higher, depending on how big your house is, the windows. It's a whole bunch to that. Your utility bills can be about $600 a month. Okay. We can say, in the summertime, it's not going to be all of that. Okay. So we can say $600 some months, $600 for 9 months. What is that? 9 times 6, 56, 54. I'm not into math, y'all. Just add it up, Donna Butler. Hey, Biggs. Let's just add it up. Let's make it an even, for 10 months, it's about $6,000, right? 12 months. Let's just make it $6,000 you're spending on your utilities yearly. Right? Hey, Simone on the floor. Hey, everybody. Let's say that. That's 18. Then you got to eat. We're not even talking about daycare expenses. Come on, y'all. Can we have a real conversation? Can we have a real conversation? Because what I realized, y'all, because my kids are all grown and I'm looking at all of these young adults, all my kids' friends coming up with their kids. And I'm thinking to myself, well, heck, I remember what my grocery bill looked like. I remember what it looked like having all my children at home and what the utility bills looked like. I remember what that looked like, y'all. Making $50,000 should not be, you should not have to be stressing about where your food's going to be. Or if you're going to be able to, like people said, some people really are, am I going to be able to get to work this week? Or am I going to be able to feed my kids this week? Some people are thinking about that. How am I going to be able to get to work, Sheila Brown? Welcome back. Some people are thinking about the Aqualocks. Some people are these are real people issues right now, right? Hey, we got our guests coming on this morning and we're going to continue this conversation. Today is Friday, everybody. And on Fridays, we're going to dedicate this to Artist Spotlight Gladiator, Lady Diana. We're gonna have this and we're gonna just talk about people in the entertainment business. So I wanted to bring that up because I think it's important, Sheila Brown. I think it's very, very important because the struggle is real, everybody. And if this is what it looks like right now, and Elon, Lady Diana, is really going to be out here making the decisions. Well, Elon, don't forget about us. That's all I'm saying. Don't forget about the regular, everyday people who working at your Tesla plants, who you done laid off, knowing good and doggone well they needed these jobs. Don't forget about those people that you done employed that made you all of these billions. That's all I'm saying. Don't forget about us because we are the backbone of this country, but we continue to be forgotten about. Thank you, Lady Diana. It's just because I'm so passionate about it. I'm so passionate about the people of this world, and I feel like they've caused so much division, September, Kim, that they cause so much division that we don't even look at each other as just regular human beings because they want us to be fighting, right? And there's no reason why we should be fighting when we're the ones that's being victimized in this country. We're the ones, we're paying our taxes or trying to pay our taxes, and we're the ones that's suffering. How many homeless, how bad is the homeless situation in your city? I know people that have been homeless for 2 years with kids, y'all, living in hotels, living in and out of hotels right now because they've either they can't afford to find suitable living arrangements because, heck, the rents are sky high. You can't afford to get a mortgage. Everybody can't live in the projects. You know what I mean, DeWavy? Everybody, that's not everybody's ministry where you just automatically, just because you're homeless, Dahlia's Lunchbox, welcome back, honey. Dahlia's Lunchbox, just because you're homeless does not mean you don't have any income. Some people don't qualify for these social benefits. That's all I'm saying, Miss Tronny, that we need to really think about all of these things because, y'all, it is not going to get easier. It's not going to get easier. Hey, Tyson Casey, thank you so much. I think this is my very first time seeing you coming on this morning. And good morning, Joanne. Happy 70th blessed birthday to you. Did not get a chance to celebrate that with you yesterday, but we will definitely be celebrating you. So happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Joanne. So I'm going to go ahead and bring up our guest. His name is James Vicks. I'm going to let him go ahead and introduce himself to everybody. But I did want to just let everybody say, you know what, just think about it, y'all, especially right now. I hope y'all ain't out there spending a whole bunch of money on gifts and stuff. Keep your money. Keep your money. Them kids gonna be fine. They broke up half the stuff that you bought last year. If anything, go out and donate some coats to people. I seen a family at the bus stop. Man, y'all, people out here struggling. James, welcome to the stage. How are you this
morning, Vet? Good morning. Can you hear me fine?
I can hear you fine. So go ahead and let the listeners of the Vet Grinch, thank you so much, Dahlia's Lunchbox. Thank you so much. Go ahead and let the listeners of the Vet Green Show know who you are. And welcome up to the stage. I'm so glad I finally got you on here.
Thank you for having me. My name is James Vicks. I'm just a simple music business consultant. That's what I do. Also, a staff member of Weed Stock out here, one of the biggest festivals that tends to cannabis. Also, I'm executive producer of Bridge to the Streets, sales associate of so many other different things. I got so many hats, but I'm so happy to be here with you, Vet. Thank you for having me.
Oh, I'm so happy to have you here as well. So talk to us. And I don't know if y'all heard what he said, but he actually said the flower stock. Okay. He said the flower stock. Which I think is so. It's not Woodstock. It's been called Weed Stock. Cynthia Hill, thank you so much for joining this morning. Hey, Sharice. Hello, yes, everybody. So talk to us about the flower stock and what and how this even came about, because I think it's so awesome. And I hope that I get a chance to get there.
Oh, I'm going to make sure you get there. All right. Well, how it started for me. Now, the group's been going on for about 8 years. About two to 3 years ago, I helped consult for a band called Harvey Road. If you guys haven't heard of them, it's a Harvey Road band. They got an album out called Exit 10. Check them out. If you like grown folk, good music, go and check them out. Well, my boy Harv, he's one of the bands that play in the festivals. So we had ran into each other. And he was telling me about, yo, you gotta come to the Weed Stock. And I'm like, Weed Stock? What they got? What? What's right. going on? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I went to check it out. They were lovely people. And I came as a volunteer just to help out. And I didn't know who they were. They didn't know who I was. And basically, to sum it up in a short story, they was having a hard time getting on radio and things of that nature because it wasn't as legal as it is now. Mm-hmm. And I told them, I said, no problem. I can get you on radio. Shout out to Late Night Grind 91.3 UD. I called my boy up and just said, yo, man, you want some free tickets? They was like, yeah. And I was like, throw my people's on the radio right now. They heard about it, and then it's been cool ever since. So that's how the whole Weed Stock for me got involved.
Wow. So how long has this been going on? And where is it located? How can people find it?
Okay. If you try to look for it, you can find it at www.weedstock, WEEDSTOC.org. O-R-G. Okay. Our next one that's coming up is Easter weekend. It's called Spring Fling, and that's a 36-hour straight festival. So from Sunday, 12 p.m. when we open the gates. Saturday, 12 p.m. when we open the gates until Sunday, 6 p.m. And that's when we do like the all night thing. And if you guys come out, we even have a special Easter egg hunt, Weed Stock style.
Oh, wow. Is it for adults or is it for the children?
Yeah, 21 and older. Now, I do also attend and help out along at another festival that's for the counterculture, and it's called Weekends at Bertha. Shout out to Dwayne Todd and Rich Todd. Very good friends of mine, and I help them out with their volunteer service too with that. So
now, where again is it located? Because they are asking, hey, best friend, they are asking over here on TikTok, where is Weed Stock located?
It's located in Townsend, Delaware. At a place called Firebase Lloyd, which also that's a great place to have it at because it also help out the vets and the homelessness as you was talking earlier. And we have to support our vets and stuff like that. So, it all goes for a good cause.
That is so dope. And Delaware is a beautiful state. If you have not gotten a chance to visit, it's the smallest state, but it is one of the most beautiful states I've ever lived in. I love because you actually get to experience the 4 seasons without all the snow that we get here
Yes.
in Buffalo. So you actually see the trees blossoming and changing colors. I remember driving up the 95. It had to be like September, October. Oh my God. It was breathtaking. The beauty of those flowers. I'm an earth sign. So just the beauty of the trees, the red and the yellows, it was just breathtaking. So I definitely get out there.
Delaware is a very nice spot. I love living in Delaware. I always talk to my wife and tell her, we can go to vacations like to New York. You got Baltimore. You're surrounded by all the points. Yeah, and you just come right on home to your nice little nestle egg at Delaware. So we're the first state in a small state, but we're an awesome state too. So if you ever get a chance to visit Delaware, come check us out.
Yes, and the taxes. Listen, y'all, no taxes.
And the taxes, yeah. Great taxes to everybody, and big business is all registered here in Delaware.
I remember when we were living in Delaware and we came back to New York, we would take the kids when we were in Delaware, and if we gave them $1, there was no tax. When we came back and they were like, wait a minute, what is this 8.75 for? Because at that, I don't know what the sales tax is right now in New York. Or at least
right. It's up there. It's up there. It's up there.
Yeah. I don't even look anymore. I don't even look anymore, to be honest. Just like gas, I don't pay attention, because it's something that you have to get. It's a necessity. If I hear about gas being at a cheaper place, I'll go there. But I'm not even looking at the gas prices, honestly, because it will stress me out. And it's some things you need. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Best friend is some things you just need. So talk to me about some of these artists, because the music that you sent me, and I want to see, because you emailed it to me, right? And I went down that rabbit hole.
I think I sent it straight to your message. I sent it to you.
In there.
But a couple of artists that, like I said, like you heard about Harvey Road. Also another artist that's emerging on the scene is called CTF Bird. He's more of a storyteller, awesome rapper. His song right now is called 13 and 8. You can check it out on YouTube. CTF Bird, 13 and 8. Another guy that I also work with that I kind of like a lot. Well, I can't kind of like, I like them all for real. But his name is S. Romeo. He had the track Spin Your Block. And then the goddess out here that's taking over the streets is Songbird the Goddess. Also a friend of mine.
What do you think about the females in the industry right now? Because it seems like I
like them, but I've been, shout out to this artist named Gutter. But I had this what's it called, premonition a long time ago when I was running with a good friend of mine, Nat Nelson, and this is right before Young M.A. hit the scene, and I had this artist named Gutter, and you can check her out. And I send her some of your music too. She's retired from the game, but I like the women. I like the women in the game. I love all the perspective, from the stripper in the club to the conscious female that's saying like, I'm gonna stick by my man. So it's all needed in the culture.
Yep. There's one here. Low Key. I Be Low Key. You can check her out on. Hey, Pastor Jelani. I Be Low Key is her name on Instagram, I believe. She's one of them conscious. Big girl has sneezes. Right. She's one of those. She kind of gives me Erykah Badu, kind of Jill Scott, kind of that guy. Okay, big girl. I Be Low Key, very, very. She's one of those rappers. But then you have some other ones like Sexy Red. You know what? From going forward, I'm putting independent and mainstream together, because there's some independent artists out here that's way better. And I'm keeping it real in 2025, y'all. If I feel that the independent artist music that dropped is better than that mainstream artist that they're pushing, I'm gonna put the independent artist at the top. It's gonna be Jamming with Vet Green, y'all, on Fridays.
Okay.
And I'm just keeping it real. Because what I realized, James Vicks, is some of this music out here is phenomenal. Like those artists, I think you sent me 3 artists.
Yes.
All 3 of them. All 3 of the artists. I was like, man, he really got some fire.
Yeah, Delaware music scene though. That's a lot of people be sleeping on Delaware music scene, and we're kind of hot. We're emerging culture that's coming out pretty strong. And what makes it so funny about that is a lot of people already jam to our music. If you ever heard of a producer named Sap the Beat Man, which he done produced for Game. He works under the Cool and Dre banner, or he might be solo now with doing his own thing. But Sap the Beat Man. So a lot of people listen to our production, but never really heard our music, like the artists themselves. So yeah, like you got Sap the Beat Man, you got PC Beats, who just did a track with Benny the Butcher, also producer out here. I gave him his first trophy back in like
Benny. You see, he's in my back. I don't know. Oh no, that's Shay Nora right there. But Benny over here too.
Yeah,
I got listen, I'm lining them up.
right. And they from your area too, right? They from up top up there, right?
Yeah, Benny's from Buffalo. Now living in Georgia. He got smart because what I also realized is that a lot of times the support that you need from your community, you can't get from your community until you get on. Once you on, then they're like, oh, I'll check you out.
Everybody. And that's a shame though. That's a shame that I call them like followers instead of getting on the bandwagon ahead of time. You want to get on it when they're already popping, and then you complain when nobody shouts you out.
Nobody wanted, like why would you didn't even want to support me while I was here? Like I listened to, I follow Benny the Butcher, West Side Gun. Conway is actually my favorite. I love his story. I just think all of them have a story, but for some reason it's Conway's story that resonates more with me.
I don't like to cut you off that. I don't want to say I know Conway. I met Conway the Machine. This is back in
an interview with him.
2000, about I want to say like 2009. So rather, he was actually, and it's no shame to Conway. This is just showing you how long the man been in the game. He was actually carrying the crates for DJ K Slay. He was at Pyramid Nightclub. Very cool dude. He worked his way up, man. And I'm happy for him. I'm happy for all those guys, man, because I really watched those cats grow. You know what I'm saying? And just to have a link with those people, just to say that story, like, I seen Conway and K Slay, God rest the soul of K Slay, but he was cool too, man. Like, I owe a lot to New York, man. New York really helped me out when I was getting started in the business.
Yeah. How long have you been in the business? And talk to me about your journey. Hey, Bessie. Hey, everybody. We have somebody on here named Tyson Casey. We always have a troll, but that's all right. You stay in the bathroom. I watch a lot of stuff from the bathroom too. We aren't even. Hey, love. Talk to us about your journey into getting into the entertainment industry. It
was by default, man. It's back when I was 13. I'm 47 now, so this is like 30 some years ago. I used to run around with this guy named Hezekiah, and let me see. Did my phone stop? Can you see me?
No, it's frozen, but you're still talking.
Okay.
We can hear you. There it is.
Okay. Yeah. So when I was 13 years old, it was a talent show ran by a guy by the name T West Productions, and I went to go audition for this talent show. And to try to sum it up, I'm trying to make it short because it could be so long-winded. I auditioned for this talent show. I didn't make the talent show, but I wound up getting a record deal, and I wound up being the headliner of the talent show of that situation, which got me signed to some of the bigger labels. And and then I lost my contract at 15. And then after that, I was like a disgruntled rapper for a long time. I was really, really upset about the rap game because I knew what they did to the people. A lot of people always was trying to break in, like, I can't wait to get signed. And I used to be like, man, you might, and I was yelling that back in the day, you might want to just be independent. You know what I mean? And but then my boy Young Ali talked me into managing him, and then I wound up getting with Takedown Records and things of that nature until they got taken down. And then I wound up leveling up over there, moving to a group called Fortune's Empire, which had an artist named Cousteau. And I just did a lot of the big business over there, and I've been there ever since. To sum it up, yes.
My co-host, my bro Franklin, he talked a lot about the independent side, and now we're seeing why. Like, I believe if you can stay independent, if you can afford to stay independent, do it. Even with this podcasting, I would love to be picked up, but at the same time, I know my value, so I'm not going to devalue myself. And not like being picked up as devaluing yourself, but you have to understand. I listened to Club Shay Shay's interview with Miss Pat. Is everybody aware of who Miss Pat is?
Yes.
And what she said in that interview, that she it worked out where she didn't get signed with who she thought she would have been. And it's a good thing because she wouldn't have gotten the credit, like the writer's credit, all of these different credits, these points that you get for various things, just for being a contributing factor in whatever it is that you're growing. And that, a lot of times when you're independent, you realize that you get paid what you're worth. But when you go to these companies, they're going to try and get the most out of you. Hey, fella, welcome. Hey, Eddie Kane Jr. They're going to try and get the most out of you. Correct. So as you're seeing all of this stuff play out with Puffy and Jay-Z and we got Lil Durk in jail now behind because it seems like he couldn't leave the streets alone. What does that say to you?
It says to me that you know, and because I come from that world. You know what's missing, and I tell you what's missing. And some people might not like what I say, but you're missing the bosses. You know, when I was growing up in the 90s and the 80s, you know, you had OGs that really like try to pivot you. You understand what I'm saying?
I've heard that before. I've heard a DJ here in Buffalo tell me that.
Yeah. We used to like, okay, say for instance, like my OG is Kenny G. If you guys don't know who he is, look him up. His name is Kenny G. He was one of the biggest distributors of stuff out here. And Biden's actually the one who sentenced him years ago and told him that he'll never come home, but my baby's home. But like, you know, he wouldn't let me do that stuff. He would rather point me somewhere else and put the money there and say, hey, you got a talent, so let's just shovel you over here. You understand what I'm saying? So they wouldn't let you get involved in certain situations compared to now. It's no real bosses out there anymore. You done locked them all up. So now you got people such as like Whack 100 running around, all this extra crap. And I'm not saying anything bad about Whack 100. I'm just saying like it's just different times. And people, there's no loyalty and respect no more. So that's all going. So when you see like the Little Durks and the Diddy's or the Jay-Z's or any of that stuff, you know, it's because of how they pulled the game into this kind of direction of what they were doing. So
that is so interesting because as a woman coming from a similar background, I mean, listen, I grew up in the projects. It is what it is. I'm not ashamed of, you know, it is what it is. I saw a different type of life than a lot of people. But it's interesting how when I speak to men such as yourself, because like I said, I interviewed a very well-known DJ here in the Buffalo area. And I don't know if it was on camera or off camera, but that is what he said to me, that he saw the breakdown of his neighborhood once the OGs start going to jail, because just like you, he had people in his ear saying, no, don't do that. Like, no, y'all not about to do this. Like, we're doing this so you don't have to do this. Exactly. If you're into music, we're gonna push you into the music. If you're into basketball, we're gonna make sure that you have the sneakers and stuff. And that's not there. So a lot.
That's all gone now. So I mean, like that's how it was when I was growing up. Like, you know, we did the turkey giveaways. We did the you know, we cared about the homeless. You know, those things were all true, even though what the guys were doing is totally wrong. You understand what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, that's where some of the money was going to. You know, it was going to the homeless. It was going to take care of hundreds of people's family. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's the reason why I'm where I'm at today, because I had real OGs that just guided me. And till this day, they still make calls and favors for me now. So, you know, I'm just I'm a product of my environment.
Let me ask you this, because this is another conversation that I had, that a lot of times the independent artists, they were being funded, and we heard this with Eazy-E, that they were being funded by the local dealers in the neighborhood. And once they start going to jail, it became harder for a lot of these people because they were being funded. Do you find that to be true, or would you agree with that?
No, I mean, I mean, that's how it all goes, all the way down to like your Jay-Z's. It takes, because, okay, if you're independent, first of all, you're independent, you're acting like a label yourself. So that means you have to do the marketing. You have that costs money. You know what I'm saying? You have to do you have to go out on the road, gas. You need transportation. That costs money. You know what I'm saying? So that's why a lot of people really wanted to get signed, so they have the machine behind them. But if you had a good sponsor, let's call them a sponsor, you know what I mean? You can kill the game. right now. You can still kill the game if you got a good sponsor. You know what I mean? Even easier now because you really don't need the labels anymore. You know, you have all this social media technology. You got AI coming into the picture. You know what I'm saying? So now if you're just a hungry artist and you're willing to move and kick dust under your feet and keep it moving, you can actually do something. But you have to have some kind of a budget. So that's not front there. You don't need as much as you needed 20 years ago, but you need to know you need to have a budget. Like if you're an artist and you can put at least $1,000 a month in your career into marketing, promotion, and getting out and getting around, that's good. You're going to double that in 6 months if you're pushing and putting yourself in the right rooms. So I really believe that.
Hey, DJ Larry Loud, welcome. Emphasis on the hunger part, because listen, even in this podcasting arena, y'all don't get up there thinking that you just go get up there and get to talking and that's all you have to do and it's just go pop. People just go like your voice. That is not how this thing works. You really have to market it. You really have to market it, and you have to continuously market it, and you have to be consistent in it. A lot of artists I found, and this is one of the things that, like me and my co-host, Franklin, because I didn't understand it, where he was coming from. He was coming from the artist side. Hey, baby. He was coming from the artist side as well as just being in the industry, knowing the marketing side. And he would get so frustrated with, you know, our hometown and how they were moving. He would get so frustrated. And sometimes we would bump heads because I'm like, you can't get frustrated because, you know, I'm not knowing. But now that I know and all of that stuff that he was talking, I can see why he was getting so frustrated, because it feels like to me that some people have a false reality of how they can become a really great artist. A false reality. They think that
a lot of them think, like, for instance, some people think just knowing me, that's going to get them a record deal. But I'm like, that doesn't help. With it eases and it makes it easier for you to get into certain things. Yes, but you still got to put the work in. You got to put the work in. You got to mingle. You got to do all those great things. You know what I mean? You got to network and you got to go outside. And I mean, and if you're an artist, I think the best thing that comes up for artists, even if you're independent and you're a struggling artist, if you can make it to certain events, it can catapult your career. And one of those events is like South by Southwest.
14 Mafia. 14 Mafia is a group. I saw them when their very first public performance. Very first. When I tell you that group right there and their manager Lola, that group I see moving from where I seen them in 2021 to where they are now, even performing at the Southwest thing?
Southwest by Southwest.
They are out here. I think that 14 Mafia is they definitely laying the blueprint, them and Lola here in the Buffalo area. Captivated C is another one. IB Low Key is another. Like, you see them out here. You see them out here doing things. 1,000 Mile Tour, same thing. You see them out here. They actually did fundraisings to get the income so they can go.
That's what you do. Like, you know, and that's what I'm saying. Like, the world that we live in now, you got to think, like, it wasn't like that so many years ago. You got crowdfunding. And if you're an artist, that's taking advantage of the social media. That's taking advantage of the situation, really showing your hunger, and people support that. But you got to show that you're interested. You got to show that you're really putting the work in, and people stand behind that kind of stuff. As long as you're putting the work in and you're doing the work, and they see that, people support it. It might not give you 500,000, but you might make $1,000, 5,000, so they can see you get to where you get to. So but you got to press the issue. Yes.
What about merchandise? Hey, Shanette, welcome, love. What about merchandise? That's another thing that Franklin told people, like, get your merch out.
Yeah, get your merch out. I mean, even if you don't even have an album out, cool. What was just some t-shirts, ashtrays, lighters. You know what I'm saying? Really simple things. When I always did the merchandise, I always thought about how can even if they don't listen to my music or whatever, how can I get my name in front of them? And I used to just stick to, like, you know, the lighters, ashtrays, coasters for cups. And then, I mean, it's so much now you can do. You can do QR codes and just stick that right on the cup or stick it right on the back of a shirt.
Miss
You know
Arkansas
what I'm
did
saying?
that.
Say Harvey Road right here, and then on the back of the shirt you have the QR code, and somebody can just walk right back there and be like, oh, and just like, you know what I'm saying, put it up there and go right to your link. So, you know, it's all, you know, all kinds of ways of doing stuff. But yeah, you need merch. You definitely need merch out there. And even and let me give this jewel to the artist too. Like, you know, say you don't have the capital to like, I don't have the capital to do merch. Then call around to the people that does merch and make a deal. Make a deal. Everybody, you know, that's another thing. Like, a lot of people don't know and not to quote Donald Trump, the art of a deal. They want to make money. You want to make money. How can they increase their appearance in front of other people? How can you increase their appearance on other people? And you make a deal. And then you tell your friends and your family, say, hey, I got shirts coming. It might take 3 weeks to come in to you because I got to get the money or transaction or whatever to make it work. But once you get that ball rolling, you know what I mean, and make these deals, then people will maybe start giving you consignment or taking a risk on giving you like a couple 10 to 20 products to move yourself. No different than a drug game. You understand what I'm saying? But you have to
yes, I'm glad you said that, James, because a lot of people listen. And I am not here to say you need to be out there.
We're not glorifying it. No, we're not glorifying it. We're just saying it's no different
product.
It's a different product, and you got to be out there, and don't be afraid to fall on your face. Get right up and do it again. Because at the end of the day, if you're putting the right frequency in the air and you're really trying to do something positive and you shoot for a goal, you will get there.
Yeah. The Father God that I serve will take care of you, especially when you are actually, you're trying to do good, right? You're trying to do good. You won't have to worry about the things that you feel that are worrying you now. Just start moving. Just start moving. DJ Larry Lau said, I throw free t-shirts out to the crowd with my business cards wrapped inside of them. Oh, I like that. I like that.
All that kind of stuff. And then, you know, and then if you're really business savvy, all those is tax write-off, all those different things like that. So, you know, you have to just find what sticks with your people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like nowadays you got Facebook polls. You can connect with your people and say, hey, I'm thinking about doing merch. What would y'all buy more? A hat, a shirt, or a cup coaster? You know what I'm saying? And then you can actually take that data that you get there and they say, oh, they want more cup coasters. Okay, so put your money in a cup coaster. Then go back to your social media and say, hey, I put these cup coasters. Here go a couple ideas. We got this one, that one, and this one. Which one do you guys like? And then the world would say, hey, we like the orange peanut with the green turtle. Okay, let's go with the orange peanut with the green turtle. And see, all you're doing is just pushing your market forward and you're allowing them to control it, but you're in control at the same time and you're getting good data so you can use for the future and what people are going to buy your product of because they feel like they're involved. So get the people involved in your situation. That's what it is. Get the people involved.
Walter Tariq Anderson, welcome. Make sure you subscribe to Green Links Media if you have not already. He said facts, okay? Facts and salute.
Salute to him too. Good morning to y'all. Good morning to everybody too. It's early in the morning. I love you, Vet. I love you. I was so excited about talking to you. Mike Murray called me yesterday, right? So I'm at a friend's house and it's like, yo, Vix Nation, right? I'm like, Vix Nation, I'm like, yo, I like that Vix Nation. I said, yo, Vix Nation. I said, oh shit. I might take that. I said, yo, Mike, I might take that. But he said, yo, I'm looking forward to your interview 9:30 tomorrow morning. I was like, oh yeah, 9:30 in the morning. I said, you know, I'm up, but I don't be up. So I had to get up, but I was excited about talking to you. And then I got a special thing I want to do for you. After talking to some of the artists, and I sent the music up there to you, we want to actually come up there and visit you in Buffalo. All of us next year. You set the date. We're gonna drive up there. I'm gonna bring everybody. Bring my boy CTF Bird, Romeo, Songbird, Mercy 700. It's a crazy thing. And shout out to my boy Fredo today. He's fighting at the Chase Center. Gilly and Wallow got a fight going on that's on pay-per-view today.
Really?
At the Chase Center here in Delaware. My boy Fredo supposed to be fighting. I want to say his name is Obibo or something like that, but it's one of Gilly's camp. So it's like Delaware versus Philly tonight. at the Chase Center tonight, right now for a boxing. So if you guys ain't got your tickets, go get your ticket. They're only $50. Go watch a good fight. Go say what's up to Gillie.
I love Gillie and Wallo. You know, I started following Wallo on my own journey to self-development. I started following Wallo back in 2018, 2019. Wallo too, he's like Wallo something. Did not know about the Gillie and Wallo connection. I actually, a friend of mine from Philadelphia actually introduced me to who Gillie is, and come to find out, like, Gillie's been the ghostwriter for a lot of this music we've been.
Yes. He's got a crazy story, and I know Gillie. Me and Gillie hung out. We haven't hung out in over 15 years. Last time we hung out, I would have been hanging out with him. Yeah, I would have been hanging out with him tonight, but I have other things I have to do today, so I couldn't hang out with him. But I got my artist CTF Bird walking the artist. Well, I don't have it. CTF Bird got himself walking the artist, the boxer down in the ring and stuff like that. So I'm there to represent.
Bird fire.
Yeah, CTF Bird.
I went down that CTF Bird fire.
Okay, yeah. He's my main protege right now. Like I said, I brought him up to Harlem, to New York to meet Smart Guy. I have a podcast coming out soon too in January called Child Time, and my first interview was with Smart and Bird. So yeah, just
let everybody know where they can find. Let everybody know where they can find your podcast and all of that. We are going to have him back on the show, everybody. You did. She said, I've been thinking about relaunching my jewelry. Yes, of course you need to relaunch your jewelry, love. That is a business. She said, I tuned in right on time. Been thinking about relaunching my jewelry. Thank you so much for the inspiration.
No problem. I'm glad to inspire you.
We going to have him back on here, y'all. He is going to be a staple. Listen. This upcoming year, because I want to be intentional about what I push on the airwaves, and because I know the more you know, the better your life can be, it's going to be all about the knowledge base here.
Yes,
that's the intention. Vic Nation, you know it.
Vic's Nation.
When he told me, I loved it. Big Mike actually is the one, the intro that you guys see. He's actually the one that created that background.
Really?
Like we
shout out to you, Mike. Shout out to Mike, man. Shout out to Mike. Yeah. I might need some work, Mike.
Yeah, when we say Green Links, it's a whole family situation, y'all. It's a whole family situation. So what next? So let everybody know where they can find your podcast at and where they can find you as well.
Well, right now, it's going to be Child Time on YouTube, CHOWTIME podcast. We haven't opened it and launched it yet, but I will send you the links and stuff like that, so you can maybe announce it to your people. But if anybody want to follow me, I'm very approachable. My name is James Vicks, Vicks, on Facebook. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's at @TheRealJVicks, all one word. And I even got a TikTok, and I think that's called James Vick 700 Consulting. So I just started playing around with the TikTok stuff. I'm learning. I don't really know how to really play with none of social media. I'm really stuck in my Facebook, but I'm trying my best to get involved with the whole social media stuff. Yeah. So.
I'm still trying to figure out TikTok and these teams and how all of this works, but I refuse to lose and I refuse to give up. So I'm gonna keep on.
Yeah, keep on keeping on. We're gonna get it together. It's all going to come together for you, Vet.
It is. I appreciate that. What would you like to, because we are going to be closing this down, what would you like to leave the listeners with? Anybody out there who's either trying to be an artist, they're thinking about it, and they're like, well, where do I start? Where do I even start with this thing?
Well, first they can always call me or hit James Vicks Consulting, and I would love to help them out. I'm a very approachable, but even if they don't want to hire someone such as myself, just go out there, network, use this technology to your advantage. Like you can go right there to your messenger and ask your messenger that little circle blue thing and say, hey, where are all the open mics at around my area? And then search it out for you and just start doing this. Just get out there and just start really networking and mingling with people, and don't be afraid to connect. And then once you connect, realize that you're still going to need a budget. You know what I'm saying? You're still going to need a budget. So that's the most important thing. If you want to do anything in business, make sure you set out what you can afford. to put into your business, and hopefully you get it back 10 times fold. So
I think it's hard for regular people to translate. You, instead of going to get that fast food or whatever it is that you're going to be spending money on, you can actually take that money and invest it in yourself, and you can see a return on your investment. It may not come overnight, but you're going to, as you continue to do it, you're going to see a return on your investment. Big Mike said, yes, yes, yes.
I mean, that's true. I mean, like I said, if you know, like, okay, like look at Facebook, like you can put like as low as down as what, $5-10?
Not even $1. You can do $1 a day.
Look, I challenge anybody, just $1 a day challenge for 30 days and see how well you do. You got $30. You know what I'm saying? And see how it increase your fold. Just $1 a day. You know what I mean? In your business. And it worked. People, and now everybody, everybody's so easy to touch, and everybody wants to touch everyone. Pause. But everybody wants to touch everyone, okay? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's that Harlem shit. That's that Harlem shit, man. I came back from Harlem. I'm like, pause.
I might order one of them pause buttons.
I feel like when you're over 40, you shouldn't pause yourself, but I find myself pausing myself all the time. But yeah, man, if you're artists out there and you need some kind of guidance, please reach out to me. I would love to help. You know what I'm saying? If not, just try the marketing promotional thing and really start believing in yourself and putting the money instead of putting all your money. Because what happened with a lot of artists, and I know we want to cut this thing short. A lot of artists keep recording. Okay, a lot of artists want to keep recording music, and they're spending all this money on studio time and all that. Really, you only need like 5 good tracks. And then the rest, just put all the money behind marketing and promotion. You know, remixing the background, remixing the track, putting another artist on the same track that you got, like, you know what I mean? Just really have fun and expand the track, expand the lifelong shelf of that music. And you can do that in nowadays time. You know what I'm saying? It just gets old to them. It doesn't get old to us, per se, if that makes any sense.
I'm listening to an artist right now by the name of Amber Simone out of Buffalo, and I'm listening to music that she made in 2019. Like, I'm literally rocking to this album, and it is so old, and I'm like, it's new to me. I'm going around the house just listening to it. I'm listening. It's so awesome, and it's from 2019. She's on to some other stuff. She just remade that Kehlani remix.
Yeah,
and
see what I'm saying?
Introduced me to the song because I don't listen to a lot of mainstream music. A lot of the the mainstream. I like AM 1400, which is like 80s, and I like the old school music. Y'all, I'm old. Okay. I'm 48. I'm very experienced. So she introduced me to the song, and she did a phenomenal job. But what it did, it had me go down the rabbit hole of listening to her music, and now I'm a huge fan. I think she is one of the most talented artists, R&B artists, or whatever, hip hop, whatever.
Yeah.
Of, you know, the 716. Her, Kenyatta Davis is another one, y'all. I talk about Kenyatta Davis all the time. One of my favorite songs is OMG. Oh my God. She redid Dirty Diana.
Yeah, see what I'm saying?
Listen, y'all, it's some great music out here. Like, listen, come in 2025. I don't care if it's a mainstream artist. If I feel the independent artist music from 1 to 5 is better than the mainstream artist, then the independent artist is going to be what I feel is number 1. Peppy Girl 616. It just is what it is.
Because same here. I be listening to a lot of a lot of underground music, man, and it's really good music because some of the mainstream stuff is just killing me right now. You know what I'm saying? They making everybody drug addicts and shit. I don't agree with that.
We pushing that the P set. Hey, love.
That's crazy to me, man. And then it just makes me, I don't come from that. You know what I'm saying? I come from real hip hop. I come from trying to give a brother a jewel, trying to uplift up someone, but still sticking to the code. So you know what I mean? All this like, Purpose, all that crazy stuff like that is just that's just not it. And as you see though, that's starting to die off, and that's why you got like the Snoop Dogg's coming out, the Fat Joe's coming out. Like they just dropped the album. Shout out to Redman, he got an album dropping on Christmas Eve. If you don't know about that, Muddy Waters is coming out. Redman, Christmas Eve. Go download that. Also, please, I'm shout this out again. Harvey Road, Exit 10. Please go download that. Songbird the Goddess. Please go download that, especially to your ladies, because she got that track Down in the Dream. And that's a hit. That's a hit.
We're gonna have to get Vic back up here with some of these artists, y'all. We're gonna have to get Vic back up here so we can play some music.
I'm trying to tell you, pause. I'm coming. Pause.
Songbird the Goddess, I'm about to go down the rabbit hole. As soon as we get off of this live, I'm going down the rabbit hole. She's on I just brought up CTF Bird on here. I want to play. I was trying to find something that may not be explicit.
So explicit. I don't know. I mean,
I know already that it's going to be copyright, so I'm just going to go and play this. This is
13 and 8.
1318. Is that a good one?
13 and 8. Yeah. Go ahead and play the 13 and 8. That's play it. Go ahead and play it. Let's play it.
Okay, let me. Yeah, he dope, y'all. He's dope. Get on here. It's fire. You got it. I love good music.
Oh, look at this. Ain't that fancy?
You see, I already liked it.
13-8, Mariella Drive, young and full of pride, on his grind. He the block captain cause he do his job. 2 workers, they older than him, way before his time. 3 av watchers, paid weekly, man that shit on fire. Learned the ropes, turned into a goat, young and got a purpose. He the baby, out of 4 brothers, 2 down for murder. Oldest brother got killed, so young and rather take it further. Keep it burning, zero tolerance, but nothing less than 30. Caught a case, he went over juvie, he was going to ace. Had it on him, once they finally caught him, he was doing a race. Could've cost him, what if they ain't off him? Boy, he caught a break. Mama sobbing, dang, what she taught him was kinda late. He home now, young as 16, that nigga grown now. Phone bound, money flow Truman, never slowed down. Coach now, young and in power, he getting lows now. Using the scale he used for humans to break the bows down. He really on some shit and he ain't taking no breaks. This team link wants some money.
It's a story for me, y'all. Let me hear it.
And the county DTs know them niggas by face. Foot chases on a deli, that's the risks they take. He met a little bitch, shorty was chocolate, she was a little thick. Same age bracket, year older, and she had a kid. But he carried shit like he was older. He was in her head, cleaned her up, seen that he could motor. Now she bought her bread. This team had the streets sold up from Wilmington to bed. 141, pots tearing up the Kenneth Squares. Them boys had a front, not an order that they couldn't bear. From coke to the dope to the weed, they was getting squares. And when it came to beefing, their gun game was decent. Number 1 defense, they had niggas in the deep end. 20 cars firmed up when you slide in they hood. Master key to every career, they operation was good. It's like fall 06, the youngin' went back to school. A bad shooting just occurred in they hood. It made the news. The county SWAT came with a warrant. They found some clues that led to the youngin' he wanted. That nigga fool. They left a note inside his car and that shit clearly stated, when we catch you, we gon' book you. You can count your days. The youngin' heart it started pounding. His shit started racing. Cause even though he ain't do it, he just gotta face it. Let his bitch drive, pulled her over, county task was waiting. Boxed the rent, strictly asked for him, but she ain't drop a statement. They was sick, she ain't give a fuck about their occupation. Then they hit the youngin' mom crib, but that spot was vacant. 6 months later, youngin' running, doing numbers. A fresh 17, but he just trying to see the summer. His brother spanked the body, they just landed at the plumber. He feel like every day they gon' catch him, but he humble. Shit, he down for that ride. That day come, he know he doing some time. He got a VOP warrant plus 1 for the crime. It was a sunny day in June. He was sitting outside. He tried to take him on feet. They put a taser and fire. There goes summer.
Tell me y'all don't hear the story. I'm a visual person, so I'm picturing all of this. Vic, I'm picturing it as he's saying it, and I'm so deep right now because when you can hear the music and you can picture what he's saying, like he done painted a whole picture for me. He didn't put a whole story together for me. Man, I cannot wait to meet him.
Yes. You know what? Let's not leave him hanging with that. Can we play the Songbird Down in the Dream?
Come on now. Come on.
For the
Let me see.
lady?
Songbird, Dollar in a Dream. Let me see. Let me look and see.
I think I sent that to you. I think I sent that to you.
Did you? Okay. Songbird.
Let's see. If not, don't worry about it. We just save it for all later.
I got it. I got it.
Yeah, that's so the ladies can hear that, and this is a good. This is take it from
I
out of the
already-
rough water and put it in
Let
the
me
smooth
share my
water.
screen.
Yep, there you go.
Here's another one that I was loving. You got some great artists under you. You really do. I see
Thank
you,
you,
Vic.
Vic.
I see you. Songbird the Goddess, everybody. Dollar in the Dream.
Yeah. What's the point in being different if they gon' hate on you anyway? I tried to be like y'all, but it messed with my spirit in a different way. I lift my head up to the sky, what's my purpose? And if I sell out for this bag, is it worth it? Treat my morals and my values like they're worthless. For a rollie in a wall full of purses. Nothing even matters to me anyway. Nothing even matters. That shit, it never mattered to me anyway. It never mattered. I keep a dollar and a dream on me. I keep a dollar and a dream on me. I know I'm complete. I keep a dollar and a dream on me. I keep a dollar and a dream on me. I know I'm okay.
I know that's right.
When they do it, but it's a problem when I do it. That I'm too solid to go through this. And put me down when I'm not with them, but against them. Then tell lies because the enemy is vengeful. Yeah. You won't knock me off my tempo. No, I'm protected by my ancestors. You can't touch a child of God. You can't touch me. No, you can't. I keep a dollar and a dream on me. I keep a dollar and a dream on me.
They feeling it over here on TikTok.
I keep a dollar and a dream on me.
Yeah.
I keep a dollar and a dream
on me.
I
Come
know
on.
I'm okay.
I know I'm okay.
I just want you to be you and let me be me. I know I'm complete.
I know I'm complete.
I just want you to be you and let me be me. I know I'm complete. I know. I keep a dollar and a dream on me. I keep a dollar and a dream on me. I know I'm complete.
I know. Woo, y'all. You better take this song in the 2025.
I keep a dollar and a dream on me. I know I'm okay.
I know I'm okay. Yes. Oh, you know these songs be hitting different when you in a mindset. You got to listen. You better keep a dollar and a dream on you and know that you are okay. Okay.
Yes.
What?
Dollar
Come
and a
on,
dream.
Vic. Where can we see these artists? Where can we
Well,
see them? They said they get
we-
Mary J. Blige. Listen, let's read some of these comments real quick. Halo said I get Mary J. vibe from her voice. Okay, her voice is awesome. Shanice the Queen said I love this. She's in her own lane talking about that. Be you, okay? Okay. Shanice said fire. They loving it. They loving it over here on TikTok. They loving it. Who are
She
they?
gonna love this too. She gonna see this too. She gonna go crazy. I'm gonna have her send you a message back. She gonna go crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to leave anyone out. So let's Did I send you something for Harvey Road or no?
There were 3. I know there were 3. And when I go into my chat,
Okay, that's
here,
Walmart. That's okay. Can we pull anything up off of YouTube?
Yep. What should I look for on YouTube?
Harvey Road, HARVEY space road. All feels good. Let's play that for them. So we can.
RODES. All feels.
All ALLS ALL space FEELS. Good. All feels good. Harvey Road.
Is he known as D Harv?
Yes.
Yep, I found
Yeah.
it. I found it. Okay, let's pull this up. Let's pull this
Let's
up.
play it. Come on, let's play it.
Yes.
No underground music for everybody, so everybody can get tuned in.
On this Friday, y'all are jamming with Vet Green, everybody. Oh, he's protected. Okay, he's protected. Oh, thank you. You know Denise be hooking me up. They love it over here on Instagram as well.
Okay.
Here, this is the one right here, right?
Yup, the one with the hat.
Yep.
There you go.
Okay, everybody, this is D Harv. Make sure. Let me see.
What's up?
Harvey Road.
I go to the store. Got you a wig. We got this jewelry. What is you doing? I am not going nowhere. I don't have no money. I don't even have nothing to wear. And I got kids. Probably gotta feed them later on. I'm not in the mood.
Girl, you ain't worrying about no clothes. All you worrying about is that man.
Girl, you know he love you. He'll be home next week. Let's get up the stairs and go home. I don't really want to go.
Get up the stairs.
I
Let's
hate
go. We love you too. Let's go.
Love you too.
It be like that sometimes, y'all. You gotta have your friends get you up out of your funk. You really do. I'm looking at my phone.
Set it off in this bitch. Can't knock me off of my shit. I'm balanced, though I've been drinking all day long. Type of vibes that I give are based off this life that I live. I'm too cool, so smooth. Am I coming on too strong? Well, people die every day. Can't let this chance get away. Got no time for afraid. Head to the sky and I'm brave. To all my people in the place, yeah. Ain't this music sounding great, yeah. It's like it all feels good right now. Said it all feels good right now. Yes, it all feels good right now. Gonna pull up a seat and pull you a shot. Then head to the floor, give it all that you got. See my band gon' play and it ain't gon' stop. Till there's no one left in this whole damn spot. We gon' rock, we gon' roll, we gon' roll, we gon' rock. We gon' rock, we gon' roll, we gon' roll, we gon' rock. We gon' swing, we gon' sway, we gon' twist, we gon' bop. We gon' dip, we gon' twerk, we gon' pop. We gon' rock people in the place, yeah. Ain't this music sounding great, yeah?
Yup, Anthony Hamilton vibe.
It's like it all feels good right now. To all my people in the place, yeah. Ain't this music sounding great, yeah? It's like it all feels good right now. Said it all feels good right now. Yes, it all feels
That's
good
right
now. So good, so good. Make it feel so good. So good, so good, good. So good, so good. So good, so good, so good now. So good, so good. So good, so good, good, so good, so good. To all my people in the place, yeah. Ain't this music sounding great, yeah? It's like it all feels good right now. To all my people in the place, yeah. Ain't this music sounding great, yeah? It's like it all feels good right now. Said it all feels good right now. Yes, it all feels good right now.
Ooh. Yes. What? We
Yeah,
listen
I felt.
to 3 great artists.
Yeah, one more, and then we're gonna go. The one
Listen,
that you.
I'm here for it is Music Fridays. I told y'all I'm not going searching for nobody's music. I'm not doing it anymore. My bro Franklin said if they really about their business, then they will come and search you out. Well, y'all see, listen, Vic ain't playing no games in these streets. He out where in Delaware, and we done got connected. I love my hometown. I love my hometown, but I can only do so much. I can only do so much.
Right.
Listen.
Right. You're doing it though. We doing it. We doing it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What other artists should we be listening to?
We're gonna end it off with S. Romeo, the third video that I sent you called "Spin Your Block," and that was done in New York.
S. Romeo, Spin the Block. Oh, I love this. S. Romeo.
You have it in your link. I think I might have sent it to you in that message.
Okay.
Might be easier that way.
Let me see, because Facebook is not giving me any love. So anything that
okay. Well, we might not be.
They are not.
We might not be able to see it. We might not be able to see it. It's okay.
Let me see.
You know what? We can save that for another time, Vet.
Yes, because we are definitely going to be doing this again.
Yes.
Green Links Global Entertainment, Green Links Media. We are here to support. And if you want to be on this support train, then all you got to do is listen. Vic said he's open to y'all. Listen, sometimes you need a resource outside of your normal just to get I don't know, an expanded understanding. I don't know.
Yeah.
Let them know where they can find you again, Vic.
Once again, you can find me on Facebook, James Vicks. It's 3 of us on there now. One's my son, one's my father, and one's me. I'm the only one with a newspaper article. So I haven't changed that picture in 12 years. I just leave it there. And if you want to find me on Instagram, it's at The Real J Vicks, JVICKS, The Real J Vicks, JVICKS. And just find me. And if you say hello, say hello. I speak back. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like that at all.
Network. It's time to network and listen, y'all. We see what's happening. We see what's going on. It's time to collaborate. It's time to network. And Shanette said, I'm going to need information for that one. Shanette, I got you. All right. That's smooth. I really like that when they're talking about D Howard. Listen, Shanette, what you all are going to see going forward is a lot of different artists up here. You are not just artists, just creatives in general, because I want some poets. I want some people who do the spoken word. I want all of that because I want to.
I got you too, Zach. Let me be your unofficial what do they call it? The unofficial what is that? It's an actual word. Let me help you with some of them artists. Let me be your unofficial because I got plenty. Like I want to send a shout out to G Mims, which is DJ Red Alert's son. And next time when I come on here, I'll play some of his stuff too. Like great artists. Okay. It's so many because I'm plugged into so many different people. But right now, those guys was just the highlight that they just started off with. And yeah, you know what we could do? What we could do, Vet, and this is me shooting out there. Maybe every other Friday with the jamming, I'll come up here with a couple hand-picked artists that I know personally, and we throw them up on there.
Absolutely.
Like that.
And I'll do you listen, because I've been out here networking with some people, I have people who have independent radio stations. Listen.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's network and collaborate together because you see, everybody else grows when they work together. You don't have to look like each other to work together. We just need to be of the same goal that we are really trying to build some things together. You don't have to hate on your neighbor. You can actually uplift your neighbor. You don't have to hate on the people. Uplift them. If we work together, okay, just like Babe said, Green Links Media Train is pulling off. Yes, and if you did not get on the caboose, that's your fault because we've been asking people. We've been asking. And I'm sorry, y'all. I don't have time to wait. I'm gonna be 49 years old in a matter of weeks, literally.
Looking great, man. You looking great, Vet. You look great. I turn 48 next year, so look at us.
Woo! Listen. Listen, okay. I can't believe I'm about to be 49. I cannot. If God says the same, I'll be 49 on the 18th, everybody. It's a Saturday. And we are going to celebrate right here on Green Links Media. We're going to have a whole birthday party, a whole celebration for my birthday right here on Green Links Media on January 18th. It's a Saturday. And tomorrow, make sure you tune in because we will be back with a special pop-up edition of the morning show. I believe we're going on in the evening again at 7. You'll know, I'll know for sure later on. But everybody, thank you, James Vicks.
Thank
I
you.
love and appreciate you for being up here with me. You have been so awesome. You really helped make my Friday because this is what it's been leading up to. And you just opened up this door to say, you know what? You answered the question. God, am I doing the right thing? Am I doing the right thing? And then here it is. Yep.
Doing it right, Zach.
You. And we are going to continue to work together. Tell everybody in Delaware, send me some of that Delaware love. I miss Delaware. I cannot wait to get back there.
I'm going to see some Delaware love. And I'm going to make sure you come down to the Cannabis Festival and make sure you come as a special guest. And I got you.
You said?
Okay? I got you. No problem.
I appreciate that. Well, everybody, y'all have a wonderful, 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 wonderful weekend. Be safe out there, everybody. I know people are traveling for the holidays. Be safe. Vic Nation in the building. I love it. I love it. Y'all be safe out there. Be safe. I know some people are traveling. You have plans for the holidays at all?
Yeah, well, I go down. Normally, I go down to my cousin's house, and we celebrate down there. So, yeah, I got plans. Yeah.
Okay. Well, good for you, everybody. And for those of you who do not have anybody to love on yourself. You can love on yourself. It ain't that hard. Listen. Once you start getting a great relationship with self, the other relationships begin to be easier and make more sense because you loving yourself, right? You're loving on yourself.
Yes.
Have a wonderful, wonderful On Purpose, everybody. I will see y'all back tomorrow right here on Green Links Media. If you have not subscribed, make sure you subscribe and have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful On Purpose, everybody. We hope you enjoyed the show. This is a Green Links Media production, and we thank you for watching. We are here every Monday through Friday, beginning at 9 a.m. So make sure you subscribe and hit that bell while you're at it. Love you long live.